Hi guys, and welcome to Trinket Corner. Not so long ago, I showed you a video where I made spell in a bottle. Now in this video, I'm going to show you how I made the centerpiece of that bottle's decoration, which is astronomical steampunk UV resin sphere. And yes, this is another UV resin project. As usual, I got my inspiration from Pinterest. In order to decorate the bottle, I didn't need the whole sphere, so I used only 1/2 of my silicone mold. Although my nails look mostly disastrous in all of my videos, I am actually a big fan of nail art. I'm going to put inside the sphere several steampunk gears, stars, moons, constellations, and gems for nail art. I am using several shades of blue to dye the resin. I start with the lightest shade of blue, and as I go along, I will be adding more dye into the resin to make it darker, but I'm doing it gradually. At this point, I added several drops of blue glitter. The way you apply first layer of the resin is very important. You don't want to put several drops of resin on the bottom of your mold and let it dry. Instead, you want the lightest blue color to cover the whole surface of your sphere. Now, in order to reach this effect, you have to spread the color on the inner surface of the silicone mold unanimously. Work in small sections and remember that UV resin does not like thick layers. Putting some of the nail decorations into the resin and cure it under the light. Then I would turn the mold, spread resin onto the walls of the mold, put several decorations inside the resin and cure it again. And then I did it again and again until the whole inner surface of the silicone mold was covered in one color and was completely cured. Because UV resin does not like thick layers, you have to dry every layer at least for 5 minutes. We are working on the mold in reverse order. So the bottom layer will end up to be the outer layer, and we want that outer layer to be the lightest. Now, when outer layer is completely dry, you can start adding color. I also added some gold glitter here. If you feel that color is too dark, you can always add more transparent resin. In order to dry the sections on the walls, sometimes I help myself with UV flashlight. But because my flashlight is not very strong, I still send it under the lamp for 5 minutes. On the very center part of the sphere, I added the darkest blue resin to sort of create a sphere within a sphere. When the dark part was dry, I kept adding lighter blue afterwards. Now looking back at my project, I would probably add less gear and make it a little bit more transparent. But overall it turned out to be a very pretty project. I may do several other projects that are similar to this one, simply because I like steampunk theme very much. I added one more layer of transparent resin and sphere was ready. I had to trim the edges with X-Acto knife. If you have seen my spell in a bottle video, you know that I have placed this sphere inside a brooch and attached it onto the bottle. If you haven't, please check it, that one is also very interesting. And now without further ado, this is the final result and I will see you guys soon.